Forget about simple chatbots and basic tools. By 2026, artificial intelligence is going to look completely different. We're talking about entire digital workforces, robots that can actually think and interact with the real world, and a total revolution in the very nature of computing. So let's break down exactly what that future is going to look like.
We're going to tackle this in 3 parts. First, we'll look at what AI will actually be doing for us in this new workforce. Then, we'll zoom out and see how that reshapes society itself. And finally, we'll pop the hood and explore the incredible new tech that's making it all possible.
All right, let's dive right into the workforce. The big story for 2026 is a massive shift in how we think about AI. We're moving way beyond seeing AI as just a single app or tool. Instead, we're talking about dynamic, collaborative teams of AI systems all working together. Now, the fundamental building block for all of this is something called an AI agent. And this is not just a fancy name for a program that follows a script. No, this is an autonomous system. It can see what's going on, it can reason, it can make a plan, and then, this is the important part, it can actually take action to get things done. That independence is everything. And this is where it gets really powerful. These agents don't just work alone, they team up in a process we call agent orchestration. You know, it's a lot like a human project team. You've got a planner agent that takes a big goal and breaks it down into smaller tasks. Then you have specialized worker agents, one might be a coder, another an analyst, that actually do the work. And finally, you have a critic agent that comes in, checks the work, and flags any problems. It's this system of checks and balances that lets AIs solve incredibly complex problems with a reliability we just haven't had before. So when you put all of that together, what you get is a genuine digital labor workforce. These teams of agents can understand a request, whether you type it, show them a picture, or just say it out loud. They can handle really complex, multi-step jobs, plug right into the software you already use, and all of it happens with a human in the loop to guide them. This is a massive force multiplier for what any one person or any one company can accomplish. And this whole evolution isn't just happening on screens, it's happening in the physical world too. Think about old school robots. They were so brittle, you had to program every single tiny movement. The new way of doing things is with world models. Basically, an AI is trained in these hyper-realistic 3D simulations for millions and millions of hours. This lets it learn an intuitive grasp of physics. You know, how things fall, how they bounce, how they interact. And that means robots can finally understand and operate in the messy, unpredictable real world, making them truly useful on a huge commercial scale. Okay, so we've got these new digital and physical workforces changing everything. But what does that actually mean for us, for society? Let's get into our second part and see how we'll live and work with these systems. By 2026, we're really entering an era of what you could call social computing. Picture this, a kind of shared intelligent fabric that connects all of us and our AI agents together. So your personal AI could chat with your colleague's AI to schedule a meeting, find the perfect time for everyone, and book a room, all without you ever having to open your calendar. It's a kind of collective intelligence where all the tedious collaboration just happens seamlessly in the background. Of course, when AI is this deeply woven into society, you're gonna need some rules. And the biggest one on the horizon is the EU AI Act, which will be fully enforced by mid-2026. People are calling it the GDPR for AI, and for good reason. Just like GDPR set the global standard for data privacy, this act is set to do the same for AI safety and transparency. At its heart, the act is all about making AI verifiable. It stands on 3 main pillars. First, documentation. Companies have to keep detailed records to prove their AI is safe. Second, transparency. You, the user, have to be told when you're dealing with an AI, no exceptions. And third, data lineage. Companies need to be able to show where their training data came from. This whole framework is on track to become the blueprint for how AI is governed around the world. And that brings us to our final act. We've seen what AI will do and how we're going to manage it. But what about the deep down foundational tech that makes it all run? Let's pull back the curtain on the next computing revolution. So the big question is, what's the engine driving this incredible leap forward? Well, the answer isn't just about making faster chips. It's about completely rethinking where and how computing actually happens. A massive piece of this puzzle is the rise of local reasoning.
For years, any heavy AI thinking had to be sent off to some giant data center in the cloud. But by 2026, we've cracked how to shrink those powerful reasoning abilities into small, super efficient models that run right there on your phone or your laptop. That means you get instant responses, it works offline, and maybe most importantly, your data stays on your device. For anything happening in real time, this is an absolute game changer.
And then there's quantum computing. By 2026, it finally hits what we call utility scale. And what that means is it's not a science experiment anymore. It's a practical tool that works alongside our current computers to solve problems that were just completely impossible before. Things like discovering new medicines or optimizing a global supply chain on the fly. But here's the crucial thing. The future isn't powered by one single master chip. Instead, it's this amazing hybrid system, kind of a medley of specialized chips all working together. You've got your regular CPUs, your GPUs for graphics, custom AI chips like TPUs, the new quantum QPUs, and even neuromorphic chips that are designed to work like the human brain. And the magic that makes this whole medley work is its built-in intelligence. The system software automatically looks at a problem and breaks it up, sending each little piece to the exact chip that's best suited for that job. It's not something a developer even has to think about. The system just figures it out, routing the work to get the absolute best performance and efficiency possible. It just works. So when you put it all together, you've got the AI agent workforce, you have the new social rules and regulations, and you have this incredible computing revolution underneath it all. The key takeaway is crystal clear. By 2026, the entire conversation around AI has changed. It stops being just another tool that we use, and it becomes a true integrated collaborator in almost every single thing we do.